Hey, welcome back to Skyline Zero, and today, well, for the second time, I'm filming the video on grammar for my conlang. This is the fourth episode in the three-episode series. I would suggest you watch, the very first video on my conlang, although it isn't entirely necessary to understand what's going on here. Anyway, sorry I didn't get this video out sooner, like I said I would do on Christmas Day. I did it, and then a lot of stuff was unfinished, and then I was gonna edit that, and then my headphones stopped working, so I had to charge them, and yeah, so. But I'm getting it done now, and well, it's gonna be interesting. So like, subscribe, comment, share, and hit that notification bell if you wouldn't want to miss more of this, would you? So, well, this is the grammar for my conlang. Now, there's a lot of stuff to unpack, and I think probably the easiest route to go with to start here is the noun class system. There are count them, 8 classes of nouns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Those are non-sentient, imaginary male and female, unspecified human male and female, which derive from non-sentient, imaginary human and non-human, and then from inanimate and animate. So, well, to describe these, animate is alive, inanimate is not alive. Non-sentient is like a rock, imaginary is like a teddy bear, human is, well, human, and non-human is like a fish or tree, and unspecified as well. I don't know if you could guess what that is. It's unspecified. You don't know it. It's pretty obvious. Anyways, so those give way to possibly the most spectacular part of this. Let's just, oh, hold on, a little more. There we go. Look at that. 79 pronouns. Were they necessary? Sure, they were certainly necessary. And they all have their own suffixes. Because remember what I said in the old grammar video for my conlang? There's not different nouns based on which gender you are, if you're male or you're female. But verbs actually do. As a matter of fact, as I said, there are 8 cases for the word are. And for yeah. That's what the suffixes are for. So using this, you can get some ridiculous words like not many cities. Where I'll get to all this in a second. Not many places of houses. Lord Lord Droponik or Droponik, which means not many cities. Yeah, that's a single word, and it's like 15 letters long. And that's not a coherent thought, but if you just add something else onto the end, like not many series or cities, say, allow dogs, well, you have a complete coherent thought in 3 words, but one word is made up of about 4 morphemes. Actually, probably less than 4 morphemes if you think about it. Yeah. Ow! I hit my hand on the desk. Anyways, well, let's get into explaining the pronouns. Oh, before we explain the pronouns, we have to explain noun cases. So noun cases are not like tenses, past, present, and future. Noun cases are like, what role is the word doing in a sentence? If it's in the nominative case, it is the subject. Now, if you've been through elementary school, you know what a subject is. It's like it's the doer of a sentence. Like if I say, I go to the park, I am the subject because I am going to the park. The dative case is the listener or receiver. So if I say, I gave Susie a hat, Susie is in the dative case because she is receiving a hat that I, the nominative case, the subject, gave her. The genitive case is the link between the dative and the object. The object is the accusative case. Um, the genitive case was like if I say I gave Susie John's hat. Like if I accidentally gave her John's hat and I'm like, oh sorry John, I didn't know about that. Let me return your hat immediately. John is in the genitive case because she is the link between hat and Susie. She was given John's hat. Then we have the inclusive and exclusive cases, which are just saying, well, it's the difference between me going up to my mom and saying, hey, we just won the lottery. I'm talking about me and her just won the lottery, or me and Kai just won the lottery. I don't know. You tell me. And exclusive as well. Exclusive. I already told you accusative is the object, and then we have plurality. We have a singular number for if there's just one of something, there's one house. A dual number if there are two houses. A partial number if there are just a few houses, like say Sam. Um, a mega number if there's a lot of houses, like say 327. That was a collective number for if we're just talking about every house. Every house has a front door. Hope. And any number of houses probably have a front door. I know mine does. Anyways, so then we can start unwrapping the pronouns with all 79. So, well, you should know what first, second, and third person is if you've been through elementary school. Like if I say, my days at school have been bad, at least I have friends. I and my are in the first person. I am speaking. Now, if we're talking about the second person, I'm talking to you. You look like a large potato. You are in the second case, or second person. If we're talking about third person, I'm saying, hey, look, they don't care, so you go do what you want to do. And he will not tell you what to do. He and they are in the third person, while you, as I said, is in the second person. Now, then they are divided up into plural and singular. There are three singular first person pronouns: I, me, and me. Now, there's a dative and accusative form of me. Dative in the form of he gave me a drink. I'm the receiver in that. But if I say he gave it to me, I'm in the accusative case. I'm the object of that. Then we have the, 20 plural for us and we of any number and inclusivity. You know I'm getting technical here. Then we have the second person. There is only one singular pronoun and 5 plural pronouns. The singular here is just you, as in, as I said, you look like a large potato. And plural as in any number of y'all. I mean, did we really need cane meat? Cane meat as a pronoun, just meaning y'all of any number? Like, to y'all out there, y'all know I'm the best YouTuber ever. I mean, it's irrefutable. And then, third person, we have over 35 cases. Some for things like he, she, most of them are for they, as in any number of plural human, male, female, unspecified, non-humans, imaginaries, non-sentients. I mean, you have to be able, little Karen and little Timmy have to be able to talk to all their teddy bears, don't they? Jeez. Anyways, yeah. I mean, that's all 79. And then, and then there's a possessive prefix for turning mine into mine, or he into his, or she into hers. Not to mention that you can turn the case marker from she to her, and yeah, that's that. Up, right, and down, post positions, front and center. Now, you might recognize these in English from prepositions. Now, the thing here is that, well, in English, you would say stuff like, well, I put it on the table. Well, in my language, if we put that in literal case, not with OSV, just with SVO and like how English does, but just saying it how I would say it, it would be something like, I put on table, and put and on, well, put it, and then put and on will be glued together into a single word. And that's how it works. All of my prepositions or postpositions that I have currently are derived from nouns. At is yet, in is then, on is in, near is lay, to is were, around is der, above is pad, for is man, far is go, towards is oya, with is slack, below is need. Now, when not connected to a subject, as in I am on the table. We'll get to the fact that about am is an R in just a second. It takes its whole word form. Like if I just say, well, around home, it's der Imesu. If you're wondering what Imesu just means home. So around home is der Imesu. But if I'm saying that I'm around home, well, we take the word for ik, and throw it into der. Ik er Imesu. I am around home. Now, you might be wondering, why did the D disappear? Why couldn't it have been ikter Imesu? Well, they all have or vowel final and consonant final um forms. That's what the little parentheses in the first letter means. So what this is saying is that when there is a vowel in the final letter of the original word, you either drop an initial vowel of the postposition or you retain an initial consonant. Or, as in the case of ik, if there is a final consonant, you either retain a final vowel or you drop a final consonant. And that's why you retain an initial vowel and drop an initial consonant. And that's why it's not ikter, but it's iker. Now about am is and are, they don't exist. Whoop woo, bye bye, not here. Doesn't exist. No necessary. They're omitted and they don't exist in this language. When in a typical English sentence, am or is or are would be there, it's omitted and the pronoun suffix would attach to the verb subject or the preposition. That's what I'm saying. I mean, look, we already know that, like I said earlier, flashback to the original grammar video, nouns don't have cases for gender, but verbs do. And that's why you can make ridiculously long verbs, like a verb meaning I put on. And a single word for I put on. I don't know what the word is because I don't have a word for put, but, well, A for effort, A for effort. I am near her is we éclair, or she, the accusative form. I'm near. Well, and doesn't exist because, oh, well, you get the point. This is unfinished. We'll hit that up in a short or something, I don't know. And over here, we have affixes. Do you know what affixes are? Sure you do. Prefixes and suffixes. Prefixes attached to the beginning of the word, suffixes attached to the end of the word. You should know that if you made it through like the second grade. This is the list of affixes I have right here are a list of affixes that are not tense related. I'll get to that in a second. Pronoun related or preposition related. I have Nick, meaning not, derived from the word Nick, meaning not, and the English equivalent is un or dis. Awful is one who does, which is in some forms of English, like a planner or a builder. One who plans, one who builds. Plice is the place of. Nice is in the manner of. It's something called a converb. Basically, it's used to attach two independent clauses together. So if I wanted to say, I am running, or I ran and then I fell. In English, we just say, I ran and then I fell. But some words, you take, well, a converb and you turn the first one into something that means, well, I runningly fell. Sure, it makes sense. Now, the second to last thing is combining articles and words. See, some languages, they don't have words for the, and. What they have instead, they just throw those on to the end of, well, other words. So we have the suffix erb, a suffix les, and an a suffix lake. So if I wanted to say, I don't know, the house, it would be immesurable. Or a house, or a house, immesurable. It sounds like immesurable, which is houseless. I don't know. I'm not homeless, I promise. How else would I be able to have a PC and 220 subscribers? I don't know. Okay, back to the basic info tab for a second. For the last thing, We have tense marking. Tense marking is, well, you have to mark tenses. You can't. So, well, here it is. So on the left is the perfect tense, and on the right, imperfect. If they're combined, that means there's no perfect and imperfect tense binding. So the present tense is unmarked. Well, obviously. So a dog runs is just a dog run. Well, the dog the dog runs is just the dog runs. Continuative. Now note at the bottom it says tense marking always happens to the not of the. What am I bad Chinese translations? It always happens to the verb unless specifically stated. So in the form of still, you would add still to running, and the suffix is ekya. Or, well, like I said, all these have their their vowel and consonant final forms. So yeah. So ekya could just become kya. Then we have habitual, which ends in kos or always. Forgot to put parentheses there. Same with conditional, which is if or eat or not eat. Then we have the necessive, which is subject, verb. Then you have to put the word need. So this is specifically stated. This is a completely different word. Nos. Actually, no. Is it a different word? I don't know. I'll clarify it soon. In necessive conditional, we just add if and need, which would be kosnos. No, not kosnos. Itnos. Then with past, we have the perfect tense, which is before or olo. And then the imperfect past, which is before and continue, which is oloka. Then we have the past habitual, which is always and before kosolo. The past necessive, which is subject, verb, nos, olo, or subject, verb, necessive, past. Then we have past conditional, subject, if, verb, olo. I'm gonna have to clear that up as well. I don't know if we're adding if onto the thing. I don't know what we're supposed to be doing, to be honest. Well, I see that in more places. So, I mean, so this, I need to change this. Okay, whatever. Past necessive conditional, subject need, eth, verb, olo. Future is after, or well, the perfect future is cas, and then the future imperfect is casca. Then we have the future necessive, which is subject, verb, nos cas. Future conditional, subject, eth, verb, cas. And then the future necessive conditional, subject, need, eth, verb, cas. So, well, yeah. Next thing we do, we construct big book with lots of words. See, I also have a lot of, well, I don't know if 35 is a lot, but I mean, it's a good place to get started. I mean, I can just say, she approaches the house. It seems a little menacing, or I receive society, or I eat trees. Anyways, yeah. So like, subscribe, comment, share, and hit that notification bell, because you wouldn't want to miss more conlang content, would you?